Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another daily devotion. This devotion is for Thursday, September 22nd of 2022. And we are in 2nd John. We're going to finish 2nd John. We just started it yesterday, and today we're going to finish it. Two-part book here is all it is. We're going to look at the last few verses. We're going to look at verses 7 to 13 tonight. So, without further ado, let's just jump right in, and then we'll talk about it, shall we? All right. 2nd John verses 7 to 13. Many deceivers have gone out into the world, those who do not confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh. Any such person is the deceiver and the antichrist. Be on your guard so that you do not lose what we have worked for, but may receive a full reward. Everyone who does not abide in the teaching of Christ, but goes beyond it, does not have God. Whoever abides in the teaching has both the Father and the Son. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive and welcome this person into your house. For to welcome is to participate in the evil deeds of such a person. Although I have much to write to you, I would rather not use paper and ink. Instead, I hope to come to you and talk with you face to face, so that our joy may be complete. The children of your elect sister send you their greetings. Okay. I mentioned yesterday in this that this is really, they're wrestling with this Gnostic movement. And the Gnostics were particularly feared, if you will, and reviled because the Gnostics worked within the church. They caused trouble within the church. There is some interest about, or something interesting about that we do have people that cause trouble in the church, and we still have that problem, unfortunately. But here, these people are causing people to fall away from the true faith. They are planting this seed, as I think I mentioned yesterday, about that Jesus wasn't truly human. He was the idea that he was a hologram, some kind of a manifestation, but not really truly flesh and blood, that he was not, had not come in the flesh, that he didn't walk the earth as a man, that he walked the earth as some kind of a mirage, if you will, I guess, something other than being fully human and fully God. That anyone that tells you that, any deceivers, the deceivers there, I'm talking about deceiving and deceivers, it's talking about straying, really. It's the same word as it's used when they talk about the sheep straying. They are straying away from the word. They're straying away from the true belief of that Jesus was fully human and fully man. That he came, he suffered, he died, and he rose again. That he died a human death, and he rose again. That he was reincarnated, resurrected, rather. Not reincarnated, resurrected, forgive me. That's bad teaching, reincarnated. But anyone who would deceive you in such a way that would cause you to move away from that true faith is the Antichrist. He's taking part. He is truly working with Satan. He's not working with God. Anyone that works to divide the church is working with the evil one, not working with God. When you sow dissension, you are sowing the devil's seed, not God's seed. And we're not to listen to those things. We're not to listen to that. And that's going to fall into a whole bunch of things that we see in this modern world, not just the Gnostic movement, which is still, at least in part, still around, although it's more of a resurrected Gnostic movement. The church fathers were pretty good at eliminating that movement back in the day, that there probably has always been a sneakily undertow of sneakiness. The church is vulnerable to sneakiness within our ranks, because we are supposed to be trusting and loving and believe the best. So it makes us a pretty easy target in some ways, which is unfortunate. But those people that are deceiving, sneaking, trying to inch you away from the true belief, they are the Antichrist. They're trying to steal away your salvation. The Gospel of John is about salvation. These books here are about someone trying to steal your salvation, if you will. Someone trying to lead you astray. And that's very much what he's talking about here, these deceivers. It's leading you away from the pack. And the thing about being led away and deceived is that it doesn't just happen like that. Typically could, I suppose, but it's more of a gradual process. It's more of an inching. We are led to the dark side, and a little bit at a time, and before we know it, we can't see our flock anymore. We've fallen behind, or we've gone off to the side, or what have you, whichever direction works in your metaphor. But we have strayed away, and again, we didn't stray away in just one big hop, skip, and a jump. It may have just been slowly one nibble, if you look at the analogy of the sheep, one nibble of grass at a time, as you think you're moving this way and the herd is moving that way. And next thing you know it, you've gone astray. You have been deceived, is what is going on here. It's again same Greek word. So don't listen to those who do not abide in the teachings of Christ. Don't listen to those that are telling you that Christ did not come in the flesh, and did not come as fully man, fully God. That is a cornerstone of our teaching, and that Jesus had a bodily death and a bodily resurrection. Those are cornerstones of our teaching. Do not be deceived. The book ends with the verse 12 there, and 13 is the last verse, with the children of your elect sister, and that's just talking about the sister church. But the last verse, or the second to last verse, verse 12, although I have much to write to you, I would rather not use pen and ink. Instead, I hope to come to you and talk with you face to face, so that our joy may be complete. And that's a wonderful verse, but I can't help but be a little bit like, oh, rats. Wouldn't it have been wonderful? Who knows what more he had to impart to us, to give to us as knowledge, and how to avoid these deceivers. I understand the wanting to talk face to face. That's really the best way to communicate, face to face. Written word misses an awful lot of, body language and intonation and all of those types of things that we get from the spoken word and for face to face. And it's a lot easier to have conflict when you're not together. When you're together, it's much harder to be in conflict, at least in general. Not that there's never conflict when people come face to face. But at any rate, I digress. I am saddened by what did he have, more did he have to say? I really wish he would have wrote it down. But alas, he did not. So we know there's more to it. So with that, that's what I've got for you with 2 John. We'll pick up with 3 John. And I don't think it's going to be a one-day affair. I was thinking I was going to bite it off in one bite. Don't think so. I think I'm going to break it up. But we'll come back with that tomorrow. That'll be your Friday teaching. All right. With that, have a blessed day, and please, please, please be a blessing to someone today. Bye-bye.